Happy Friday the 13th, everybody, and welcome to Time Out Overtime on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal. You know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, please, pretty please, get down there in the corner and smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much. You know how much I appreciate your watching and listening. It's much appreciated. Don't think it isn't. A little shorter show today because it's kind of a dead period right now. We don't have a lot going on. There's no hockey being played. It's the NBA All-Star Weekend. Those festivities, I think, get underway tonight in LA. The NHL, of course, is shut down for the Olympics. The United States did beat Latvia yesterday 5-1. Their next game, I believe, is they're playing Denmark tomorrow, a little bit after 3 o'clock our time on NBC. So that's where we're at with that. Pistons are at this stage, after 53 games at the All-Star break, are 40-13. Phil Jackson, legendary Phil Jackson, who had NBA championships with both the Bulls and the Lakers. Of course, look what he had to work with, right? Always said the mark of a championship team is one that gets to 40 wins before 20 losses. So you get to 40 wins before 20 losses. It looks like there will be 300 teams doing that besides the Pistons this season. In the East, it's Boston. And in the West, it's the Spurs and the Thunder. So you think about it, 40 wins before 20 losses. Let's see. The last 44 teams to do that, to reach that criteria, that benchmark, 40 of those 44 teams have gone on to win an NBA championship. Okay. Does that mean the Pistons, the bode well for the Pistons? I don't know. I tend to agree with what Trajan Langdon said the other day when he was interviewed on the flagship, the ticket. When asked if his team could win a championship this year, he didn't answer. And I don't think in his case, I don't think I would have either. He simply said, look, this team as it is right now has never won a home playoff game, let alone a playoff series. There's a lot of uncharted, excuse me, Mickey, there's a lot of uncharted water out there that is yet to be discovered, if you will. So we don't know. And I thought he gave the right answer, Credit Jim Costa for asking him that, but I don't know if he expected to get a straight answer or not, yes or no. I can't believe that he was naive or gullible enough that he was going to get a clear-cut yes or no. He asked him anyway. Well, I thought it was going to answer. Stop and think about this for just a second, too. Of the 4 general managers / president of operations for the 4 teams in Detroit right now, how would you slot them, 1 through 4? How would you slot them? I'll tell you how I would slot them. On number 1, I'd have Trajan Langdon of the Pistons. Number 2, I would probably, given what he's done in the last 10 days or so, Scott Harris of the Tigers. Number 3, I'd say Steve Yzerman, because I fully expect him to do something by the NHL trade deadline on March the 6th. And number 4 at the bottom, I think right where he belongs, would be Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes, folks, is delusional. I've told you before, as long as Brad Holmes is the general manager of the Lions, they'll never get to a Super Bowl. He's delusional. He thinks you can compete year in and year out for a Super Bowl exclusively through the draft. How's that gone from the last couple of years? His drafts, the last 2 years have been awful, lousy. He thinks you can compete year in and year out by drafting talent in the draft. Forget about making any significant trades or significant free agent signings. What he has done by drafting these players, and then before their rookie contract expires, he's giving them lucrative long-term deals and putting his salary cap in jeopardy. What he's done. Right now, in my opinion, this team is a mess. We'll see what he does in free agency this year. But they're playing a fourth place schedule this year too. But I'm sorry, Brad, but that's where I've got you slotted right now until you prove me differently. Your method of operation isn't going to work. And if you think it is, you're delusional. That's just the way I feel about it. Okay, let's get our commercials out of the way here. I'm so happy and proud to be able to welcome the Finish Line Family Restaurant to our family of sponsors in this area in Hillsdale County on Carlton Road in Hillsdale, now across from Arrowswood Printing, a staple in our community now for more than 4 decades. For more than 40 years, the Finish Line Restaurant has been serving Hillsdale County, and I can't imagine where we would have been without them. This, by far, it's not close, folks. For me, this is more of a testimonial than it is a commercial. You won't find a better sit-down restaurant in our county, in this immediate area. Hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., open till 8 on Fridays for that all-you-can-eat fish, which is really good. A lot of great new menu items. I've tried them all, believe me, it's all good. Award-winning breakfast served all day. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere. It's the way a restaurant, hometown, home cooking, comfort food restaurant should be run. And it's like I said, for me, it's more of a testimonial than a commercial. I can't imagine where I would have been without the Finish Line all these years. Just a great place to eat. Reasonable prices, very reasonable prices, good food. Like I said, great family atmosphere, fast, friendly service, award-winning breakfast served all day. Take it from me, folks. When you fuel up with food at the Finish Line Family Restaurant, you will always finish first and leave the restaurant feeling completely satisfied. I guarantee that. I want to see you there, okay? Okay, see you there. We're also brought to you in part by Barron Insurance. Have you got your playbook ready for Medicare, folks? Do you have your playbook ready for Medicare? Don't let healthcare costs bench you. We're calling an audible with Joe Rudin at Barron Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. Whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Businesses, don't get sacked. Joe's got a group health plan coverage options for you too. Health coverage options for you too. Businesses, don't forget that. Give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check out www.barrettins.com. You can find them on the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville. Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000. That's barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Baseball. On to baseball. Justin Verlander spoke to the media yesterday for rather a lengthy period of time, answered everybody's questions. First of all, if you think this is a nostalgic type signing, you're dead wrong. He quoted owner Chris Ilitch as telling him now, and Scott Harris, now the Tigers are all in. They want to get to a World Series this year. Signing Valdez last week, and now JV a few days ago. I believe it was Monday or Tuesday that news came out. He wants to win. The man's going to be 43 years old soon, but I still think he has a lot left in the gas tank. And anybody that thinks he's all done and washed up with this signing is nothing more than a nostalgic trip down memory lane. You don't know anything about baseball, and you don't know what you're talking about. They want to win this year. JV wants to win. He wants so much to bring a World Series championship to the city of Detroit. He wants it more than anything. I thought what he said was great. He talked about now that he's married, he's got a beautiful 7-year-old daughter, a 1-year-old son who's just born last year. He's a father now. He's gone full circle. And when I go back to, I can still remember his first major league start in 2005. It was in the second game of a doubleheader at Cleveland. Of course, he was the Rookie of the Year in 2006 when the Tigers went to the World Series. This is by far, folks, I'd have to say this is by far the most anticipated season for the Tigers. You'd probably have to go back to 2012 in late January when they signed Prince Fielder. Gosh, doesn't seem like that was 14 years ago either, but this is probably the most anticipated Tiger season since then. Okay. First spring training game will be on WCSR tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, I'm sorry, from Tampa when they take on the Yankees. As I told you, they will be breaking camp exactly 4 weeks from tomorrow when they leave Lakeland, and they will head out west for 2 exhibition games in Denver against the Rockies before starting the season in San Diego on March 26th. 3 games in San Diego. They've got a day off. 3 games in Phoenix against the Diamondbacks, a day off to travel. They're back here on Good Friday, April the 3rd, to take on the St. Louis Cardinals. That's a 3-game series that will end Easter Sunday night at 7:15 on NBC Sunday Night Baseball against the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a very good possibility Justin Verlander could be starting that game. Also, too, as you saw in the headlines, in commemoration of their 125th anniversary, the Tigers are breaking out new uniforms this year. I don't know how often they're going to wear them. A lot of things planned for the weekend of July 24th through the 26th when they're taking on the White Sox. They will be celebrating all weekend their 125th anniversary. These new uniforms, the ones worn at home will be orange with the white pants, the navy Old English D, numerals and lettering trimmed in navy and white. It's a good look. I think the road uniforms will look even better. The gray pants with the navy blue jerseys, orange and white trim, be the script across the chest in orange in Detroit. It's a good look. Navy and orange and the gray pants. I think it'll all look good. But that kind of got leaked this past week. I think they were trying to keep that a surprise until the season started. But the only thing I don't like are the spring training hats. I don't know if you had a chance to see those or not. I do not like those. Orange. But the new uniforms, both on the road and at home, Old English D on the orange at home, and then the orange Detroit and script on the Navy uniforms on the road, they're going to look good. So I'm anxious to see them. Like I said, that will be commemorating their 125th anniversary in the league this year. Look, they're going for it, and I have no doubt the Major League trade deadline this year is August the 3rd, and I have no doubt that Chris Ilitch and Scott Harris will do what it takes to make this get this team to the World Series this year. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but I can tell you they're going all in. And this will be the most anticipated season here in our area, probably in 14 years. So in spite of what is on the horizon, and we don't know what's on the horizon, all we know is there won't be a complete season of Major League Baseball next year. Okay. A couple of quick things about college basketball and football before we get out of here. Michigan State Spartans are in Madison tonight to take on Wisconsin. Wisconsin coming off a big upset win at Illinois the other night. That's an 8 o'clock tip on Fox. Michigan Wolverines got a scare the other night in Evanston against Northwestern. They got behind 16 points with about 14 and a half minutes left. They went on to score in 21 consecutive possessions, won the game. It didn't look good halfway through the second half there. It did not look, anyway, they won. Okay. They've got a date tomorrow at 12:30 at Chrysler on CBS, nationally televised against UCLA. They win that game tomorrow. When the new poll, AP poll, comes out on Monday, they will more than likely be number one. But that, like I said before, that doesn't mean anything right now. Doesn't mean anything. Before we get out of here, too, Quality PC, Hillsdale, 37 Walton Street, 517-610-5372. The only place to go for all your technical needs, right here. There's no other place to go. Quality PC, Hillsdale, 517-610-5372. Get in there and see Tim and Ledley and one of his staff, more than capable of resolving any technical issues you have. That's at 37 Walton Street. Get in there and see them and tell them, making a session, will you please? Thank you very much. One more thing before we get out of here. It looks like, it's just a proposal right now, but it looks like in the next 2 to 3 years, Division I college football will have a 24-team playoff format. That's right, a 24-team playoff format. It's all about money and TV and everything else. Right now, it's just a proposal, but it looks like it's going to happen, okay? Just get ready for that. 2 or 3 years down the road, by 2030, NCAA Division I football will have a 24-team playoff format. Something to look forward to. They did say if indeed they go to that, there will be no more conference championship games. Anyway, that's not imminent. It's been proposed. But that's going to do it for us. Talk to you tomorrow morning here locally at WCSR 92.1 FM with Time Out with Andy Brown from 9 to 10. And then again here on Monday. So it's going to be a very nice spring-like weekend. Get out there and enjoy it. Stay safe. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Remember, please treat each other with respect. So till Monday, enjoy the weather. Have a good weekend. So long, everybody. Bye-bye.